Alright. My name is researcher Rowe Lucian, and today I'm going to be talking about SCP-1487. Item number: SCP-1487. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-1487 is to be kept in Humanoid Containment Chamber 3821 at Site-23. Standard protocols in regards to humanoids have been put in place for this entity. Testing of the entity's anomalous properties is to be supervised by at least 2 Level 3 researchers. SCP-1487 is to be physically restrained when in the presence of humans or other living organisms unless it is being actively tested. Weekly interviews to determine the psychological condition of SCP-1487 are to be conducted by the lead researcher of the anomaly, Dr. Adelaide Fredericks. Description: SCP-1487 is a female humanoid of Filipino descent. The entity is 15 years old and measures 1.7 meters in height and 70 kilograms in weight. SCP-1487's anomalous properties have not been present throughout its entire life. However, it is unclear when these traits manifested. SCP-1487 is unable to perceive or interact with any parts of living organisms other than the internal skeletal system. Due to this, the entity is able to identify different animal species, but tends to have difficulty in distinguishing between individual members. Non-living materials, as well as organisms that possess external skeletal systems or otherwise lack internal skeletal structures, are not subject to this effect. SCP-1487, originally named Saffron, was recovered from the town of Tennessee on November 29, 2012. SCP-1487 is unusually well adjusted to its condition, and rarely responds negatively when questioned about it. At the end of initial analysis, Dr. Wright, who specializes in dealing with teenage and young adult anomalies, was assigned to lead the research on SCP-1487. Interview Log 1487 Delta. Interviewed: SCP-1487. Interviewer: Dr. Wright. Forward. Following the initial containment, classification, and observation of SCP-1487, Dr. Miles Wright, a specialist in social adolescent-human interaction, was assigned to lead the research of SCP-1487. The following log comprises Dr. Wright's first interaction with the organism, as well as SCP-1487's first one-on-one interview with a Foundation employee. Begin log.
Good day. Let's see. May I call you Saffron?
Footnote 1. Please note that Dr. Wright was granted permission to address SCP-1487 by the name it was given prior to containment, in order to ease the humanoid and make it more comfortable so that it might be more cooperative in interviews and tests. All other personnel are still required to refer to the being as SCP-1487.
Sure. And what can I call you?
Well, my name's Miles Wright. You can call me Dr. Wright, or even Miles if you really want to.
I'm gonna call you Miley. Like the shitty singer.
Alright, I guess that's okay. So, can you tell me about yourself? Specifically your, condition.
Well, it just started in October, about 2 months ago. And when it happened, I was just like, holy shit, because, I couldn't touch people anymore. That's yeah. My hands just kept going through people's skin like there was nothing there and hitting the bones inside of them. I mean, I know they're bones now, but back then I was even more clueless than I am now, so it was even freakier. Actually, I kind of like the feel of bones now. They're so smooth and strong, yet elegant, Have you ever felt a bone? If not, you should, because it's pretty damn awesome.
Holy hell. You are weird, aren't you, Saffron?
Well, I'm sure you're not Mr. Perfect yourself, Miley. Anyways, a month after that started happening, I also started just seeing skeletons. Not people at all, just skeletons. It's not everyone, and it changes a lot. I would see someone 1 second, look away, and when I look back, they were just bones. It's been happening a lot more as time goes on. I see more and more people as just skeletons more and more of the time. It's not everyone yet, though, which is nice. Like you, Miley. I can see you and your wrinkles just fine.
Wrinkles. Hardly. Stress lines maybe, but wrinkles? I'm hardly old yet. I still think the Beatles are cool. Anyways, back on task. Does this happen only when you see someone directly?
No, it happens with pictures and photographs, too.
Okay. Well, I think that's all for today, Saffron. But I think we'll be seeing a lot of each other in the future.
End log. Interview log 1487 Gamma. Interviewed SCP-1487. Interviewer Dr. Wright. Forward. This interview was overseen with Dr. Adelaide Fredericks, specialist in child psychology, in the interview room. The purpose of this was to obtain a second opinion on the psychological condition of SCP-1487. Begin log.
Hey, Saffron, it's Dr. Wright. I brought my friend Adelaide today so she can watch us and take some general notes. Is that alright?
I'm not gonna be able to remember her, though, Miley. She's all bones.
That's alright. Completely fine. You can basically always expect that I'll be the one talking to you, but I'll be sure to tell you who's who if I bring in new people from now on. Alright?
Sounds good, man.
Cool. So, anything notable since last time we talked?
Yeah. Some of these people have some very, very nice bones. Like, hot damn.
You know that's not what I meant.
Whatever, man. You asked and I answered. Is that all for today? I got a long day ahead of doing nothing but going crazy, and I'm already behind schedule.
Yep, I'll be out of your hair soon. These will mostly just be check-ins every week or so to make sure you're doing alright.
Sounds good, man. Nice to meet you.
End log. Interview log 1487 Epsilon. Interviewed SCP-1487. Interviewer Dr. Wright. Forward. This interview was conducted solely between SCP-1487 and Dr. Wright, with no one else in the room. Begin log.
How are you today?
SCP-1487 is noticeably more reserved and quiet than previous interviews.
I'm fine, Dr. Wright.
That's good to hear. No deviation at all? Anything to report? Want to tell me how good everyone's bones feel again?
SCP-1487 shakes its head.
Nothing you want to say? I know we take a lot of tests. There must be something you want to tell me about. Come on. Something interesting that happened in the past week. Even if you weren't really involved.
Neither Dr. Wright nor SCP-1487 speaks for approximately 1 minute.
Alright, well, we'll talk more next time.
End log. Closing statement. SCP-1487 is behaving drastically differently from previous interviews, possibly due to dealing with the implications of its condition. Dr. Fredericks will be present at next week's interview. Interview log 1487 Zeta. Interviewed SCP-1487. Interviewer Dr. Fredericks. Forward. This interview was originally meant to be conducted by Dr. Wright. However, SCP-1487 refused to speak to him and requested to be interviewed by Dr. Fredericks. The entity continued to refuse to talk until Dr. Wright left the interview room. Begin log.
Hello. Saffron, was it?
Yes, Doctor. That's it.
Well, what's wrong? Why did you want to talk to me instead of Dr. Wright?
Well, I assume you know how when I came here, I was seeing people as skeletons randomly, right? Like how I would just see someone's bones and nothing else, and the next second I would see them normally?
Yes, I remember that. What about it?
Well, over the course of the last few weeks, I've seen a lot of people. On my way to testing, taking care of my room, guarding other things here, you know. Last week, it finally happened. It wasn't just like that thing, really, but everyone was just skeletons, with no changing at all. I've stopped seeing people. But that's not what I'm freaking out about. I saw this part coming.
What is it then?
SCP-1487 remains silent for approximately 30 seconds.
I can still see Dr. Wright. All of him. No one else. Please help. Please. I can't do this. Don't bring him back here. Please. Please. Please.
End log. Closing statements. At this point, SCP-1487 lapsed into a panic attack and was subsequently aided by Dr. Fredericks. Following this, the information presented in this interview was presented to the Site Director of Site-23, Roger Langley. Action on this information is pending. Addendum 1487 Eta. Due to the contents of interview log 1487 Zeta, Dr. Miles Wright had been instructed to submit to several examinations, including but not limited to blood tests, DNA testing, and a close inspection of the doctor's past. The purpose of these orders was to look for possible explanations of this anomaly as a precaution. However, Dr. Wright has been reported missing as of December 19, 2012. Foundation operatives have been notified of this and are currently searching for Dr. Wright. A decision is also pending on whether or not SCP-1487 should be used to identify more Foundation employees that may or may not experience the same anomaly that Dr. Wright did. Alright, that's all I have to say about this subject. Thank you all for watching, and a special thanks to all my patrons. If you want to help support this channel, go ahead and visit my Patreon for early access to videos, skip recommendations, and other Patreon benefits.